Akuto-sai, a new transfer student, travels on the train with Junko Hattori to the Constant Magic Academy. Junko asks Akuto why he transferred to the Magic Academy, and he tells her his goal is to make the world a better place by becoming a high priest. Seeing his dreams as pure and righteous, Junko makes a pact with Akuto. They agree to be friends and help each other make a better world, and if they steer away from their ideals, they will be killed. After arriving at the school, Akuto heads to the nurse's office to get his health examined and have his future occupation predicted by the school's artificial crow. When Akuto gets called up, he is announced to become the future Demon King. When they hear the announcement, all the students start panicking. Hiroshi Miwa nominates Akuto-sai to become the new class president, but to take a low-key role in his class, Akuto volunteers to become the class janitor, unknowing that in the Magic Academy, the role of janitor is to destroy anything without a question when the confidentiality of the academy is in danger. Junko feels betrayed by Akuto and challenges him to a duel. While blocking Junko's strike, Akuto loses control, causing a magical explosion to destroy the classroom. To make amends with Junko, Akuto sneaks into the girls' dormitory. Junko gets mad again and begins to chase Akuto through the woods. While being chased, Akuto runs into Kana Soga, who vows to protect him. Akuto loses control again and knocks Junko out with another magical explosion. Kuron appears after the incident and treats Junko's injuries. Kuron is a surveillance agent that has been sent to keep an eye on Akuto. The principal tells Akuto that Kuron will act as his bodyguard as well as an observer for the government. When walking to class, Akuto meets the female dorm leader, Fujiko Ito, who is aware of the situation from last night and offers to help if there is any trouble. Akuto and Fujiko plan to meet up in the mountains behind the school without Kuron. Fujiko teaches Akuto how to turn it off. Before Akuto could disable Kuron, a demon dog attacks them. In an attempt to save the dog, Akuto absorbs the mana from the dog, reverting it back into a puppy. While Kuron is distracted, Akuo disables her and meets up with Fujiko. Fujiko recommends Akuto join the discipline committee as a way to help improve his reputation with his classmates. In addition, she hands him 2 magical tablets that will help people understand his feelings better. On his way back, Akuto runs into Kana, who was still running away from the puppy and is now visible to everyone, including the now reactivated and fully conscious Karen. Now Akuto has to testify to Kuron that he didn't try anything funny with Kina, followed by Kina asking for his friendship, which he doesn't say no to. Fujiko contacts Junko, telling her how Akuto threatened her to be a mediator between Junko and himself. Junko agrees to meet with Akuto. While he is at the bathhouse, Hiroshi tells Akuto about the underground place that belongs to the school and that Junko became well known because she would fight there. Fujiko arranges a meeting between Akuto and Junko for the next day. Akuto meets up with the student council president about the disciplined committee choice from earlier. Akuto has to meet up with Junko without the supervision of Kuron. While trying to devise a plan to ditch Kuron, Akuto is hit by a rice cooker belonging to Kina. The meeting with Junko is interrupted by people in the underground. Akuto defeats the attackers and is left dealing with another misunderstanding with Junko. Junko chases Akuto around with a group of students, but Kina arrives to sort out Akuto and Junko's issues and adds that she is also at fault as well. The mob then turns on Junko as well. Kuron shows up and stops the mob by giving everyone a taste of medicated rice. Junko and Akuto become friends. Mitsuko then comes up with the advice of Akuto about going to the mental discipline chamber, where nothing but the dead remain. Akuto has mixed feelings about this, especially with Kena and Kuron tagging along. The 3 of them find an old map in the chamber and Kena gets excited, but Fujiko knows what the map is about. The next day, Kena sticks copies of the map all over the academy so everyone can have a look at it. The map becomes the subject of everyone's conversation and news about students getting injured trying to follow the map starts spreading around the academy. Akuto speaks to the entire school, discouraging them from using the map, but later gets involved when Aiko Teruya confronts him. Akuto teams up with Kuron, Hiroshi, and Aiko to follow the map to the treasure. While following the map, they run into a figure in a cloak. Akuto discovers a plush recorder in the rubble. The recorder guides them to an abandoned research facility, where they are attacked by an armored statue. After defeating it, Aiko finds that it was hiding a screen that points to an underground shrine. Junko, Kina, and Fujiko meet up with the group in the labyrinth. Junko informs Akuto that Aiko is a government spy. The group is attacked by a wolf, but Fujiko and Kina make it in time to save everyone. Seeing Akuto protecting Junko instead of her, Aiko leaves after she gives Akuto a key that she got from the shrine. Using the key, Akuto ends up in the student council headquarters all of a sudden and discovers the council was responsible for all of the attacks. The headquarters is the base of the Demon King, and Fujiko uses the items left behind by her brother to awaken the treasure. Upon awakening, the dragon Peter Housing reacts to Kina, her being the supposed catalyst, followed by Fujiko collapsing at the scene. Akuto becomes enraged and confronts the dragon, soon becoming Peter Housing's new master. Akuto was rewarded with a kiss by the student council president for getting his hands on the treasure first. Akuto's happiness doesn't last long since he can't go to the seaside school island, but Kuron makes sure Akuto is covered by offering to look after him the entire time. But Kurona has some other plans in mind. Akuto and Junko were able to enjoy themselves by going to the beach, but Kuron and Kina continued to get in the way. Hiroshi tells Akuto about the legend of the Demon King, since with both him and the dragon in the picture, a legendary hero is soon to arrive to fight and put an end to the Demon King, but Akuto thinks he's gone insane. The government plans on using Akuto for their own benefit. Lily tells everyone that she will be handling the situation all alone. All of a sudden, Hiroshi sees a vision of himself as the legendary hero. Kuron leaves, saying that she is unable to carry out the orders assigned to her that were to seduce Akuto. Hiroshi's younger sister intervenes and approaches Akuto to determine whether he truly is the Demon King. It is revealed that there's a shrine beneath the lake where there's a legendary sword. A mysterious man named Mr. X awakens a man-absorbing sea cucumber beast from the lake. Mr. X captures Yukiko, and despite Kina and Hiroshi trying to fight Mr. X, they fail to defeat him. Akuto and Juniko are able to save them, to which Mr. X sends the beast to destroy the village. With Akuto not being able to fend the guy off, things are looking dire, but then Kuron comes to the rescue and saves Junko, Yuriko, and Kina. During this time, Hiroshi is able to make it to the shrine and find the sword that makes him the legendary hero. Hiroshi, now gaining the name Brave, uses his newfound power to slay the beast while Kuron explains her motives behind trying to seduce and manipulate Akuto. Akuto considers whether the hairpiece Kana is wearing is the same one he gave her when she was an orphan. Now that Fujiko wants to handle a beast herself, she slays a slug beast to get a demon beast egg. Although Junko has feelings for Akuto, he is far more worried about Kana because she frequently skips class. When Fujiko is asleep, Kana sneaks away with the demon beast egg. A two-headed chicken beast quickly emerges from the egg, and although Akuto tries to slay it, it evades his strikes. Given his position as the hero and his clear understanding of the situation, Hiroshi kills the beast before it can do more harm. Because of the recent occurrences, Junko is depressed, and Kuron advises her to talk to her parents about sending an omai to Akuto. It is agreed that Junko's village will host the omai. Akuto is invited to the village by Junko without explanation. Akuto agrees to accompany her despite not knowing what is about to occur because of everything that has already happened. Akuto encounters Yuko Hattori, Juniko's younger sister, there. She is a pop star idol, but much more so than that, she has a scar on her neck from a long ago attack by a demon beast. The following evening, Junko goes to Akuto's room and explains why he was originally invited. Akuto is conflicted over the situation, which causes another misunderstanding and makes Akuto the new target of the clan members. Aiko, who is also running away, tells Akuto that Kena must be killed by her clan since the gods have deemed her a threat. In the middle of the assassination plot at school, Buchiro Yamato, the head of the Cabinet Intelligence Magic Office, intervenes to save Kena. Bochiro, however, has other ideas and wants to use Kenna to manipulate the gods. Akuto steps in to help, but Bochiro is more formidable than any adversary he has previously faced. After that, a group of animals led by Fujiko arrive and demolish the school grounds. 2V, a subordinate of Yamato, travels to Aiko to unite the Teruyo and Hattori clans in an effort to defeat the Demon King, leaving Junko and Yuko in charge of the demon beasts. Akuto then calls forth the earlier dragon beast while Kenna is saved by Fujiko. Peter's goal is to prevent the government from achieving its goals. As Junko and Yuko look for the device because of an aircraft and 2V, Hiroshi and Akuto bring the legendary battle to reality. While Lily waits outside the school to stop the clan members from slaughtering the demon beast circling the area, Akuto is struggling. Kenna is then abducted by Yamato on Aiko's orders. Despite everything, Lily makes every effort to eliminate Aiko, while Junko attempts to eliminate Lily. To win Lily over, 2V leverages the advantage he has by ordering the puppets to battle the clan. However, Lily unleashes her most potent assault on him, and to everyone's amazement, 2V is able to avoid it. Because she loves Akuto, the Demon King, Junko uses the family sword that belonged to her grandmother to support him. Hiroshi is defeated by Akuto, who then drags him to Yuko in the woods. Yamato has been taking Kenna to the shrine throughout this entire conversation, and just as he is about to succeed, Akuto arrives there and the two fight there with the gods themselves watching on. Akuto aims for the gods instead and makes sure he leaves no stone unturned. Kenna receives a dragon tooth from the dragon beast. She meets with Akuto, Junko, Kuron, Hitoshi, Fujiko, Lily, and Yuko again to exchange keepsakes. Everyone has a different memory of what happened after everything ended, and when the character starts a new semester at the academy, Akuto is revealed to be the one who will once again become the Demon King, and history appears to repeat itself.